Good evening, everyone. Welcome to ULTV Study Abroad 101. I'm Shifali Shrivastava, Marketing and Communication Manager at University Living. Many of you had questions about international bank accounts when we did our Ultimate Student Guide UK pre-departure event. So here we are. The process of opening a bank account in UK can be very complicated, particularly if you do not have an address proof or 3-month worth bills. We all know how difficult life would be if there is no debit card or bank account. So do not worry, we have Matt with us, Matt Oldham, co-founder and CEO at Unizest, to help us out over here. Hi, Matt, how are you?
I am really good. Lovely to see you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And I'm pretty sure many of the viewers who will be watching this now will be very much excited to know more about having a bank account in UK, because when we were doing this pre-departure event, we got around 10-15 questions only about the bank accounts. So I'm pretty sure you'll be the best person to guide them through this.
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, so without further ado, I'll just dive into the conversation.
Sure.
Of course, I have already cleared the cloud for the students that Unizest provides digital bank accounts, but how exactly Unizest solves the problem for the students?
Yeah, look, I think in your introduction was really good. And for your students, just to be aware of, it can be difficult to get a bank account in the UK if you're not a UK resident. It can be complicated. You might need lots of documentation. And I think one of the key things to remember is when you're coming over to the UK to study, the most boring thing that you have to do is set up your bank account. You've got so many more interesting, exciting things to be sorting out, but it's an important thing to tick off the list so you can focus on all those more exciting things about, we talked about how many jumpers you need to bring and buy when you're here in the cold UK. But so what we've tried to do is take this problem away. We've recognized this problem. It's been a long-standing problem. So we've designed Unizest specifically for people coming to the UK. I want to try and make it as easy as possible for people to get onboarded, and you can set up your account before you leave home. So it's, again, tick it off. So when you arrive in the UK, you're UK ready. And that's really important. I said, bank accounts are boring, but they're really important for the rest of your life and getting sorted out. So we try to make that as easy as possible. And it's all app-based. You guys are digital natives, so that's not going to be a problem for you. You can set up your account and manage your account via the Unizest app.
Perfect. And yes, I think everyone who has been on board have always shared that opening a bank account in UK is going to be such a tedious task. You have to book an appointment and everything, and it's a very long queue over there.
I know. Get it done before you arrive, so it's all done and you don't have to queue. It might be raining. You're queuing outside with your pieces of paper. Get it done beforehand.
So just go ahead and get it done before you do any other further things to move to UK in this September. So just in case, if I want to understand, you guys are only operational in UK, or are there other countries as well where are you operational?
No, we operate just in the UK at the moment, and we have plans to launch in other countries. So watch this space. But right now, just in the UK.
Just in the UK, no problem. With September intake right around the corner, I think UK is the right country right now. Okay, now I understand that you have been in constant touch with many students, and I'm pretty sure that you might be studying their buying behavior and everything. What factors do you think is very important for one to consider when they're planning to study abroad?
So look, I think the first thing to really understand is the commitment that you're going to make to move to a new country. It's both an exciting opportunity, but it's also can be a little bit daunting. So I think, and again, look, everybody has to make their own personal choices. But what I would say is that the UK, and I'm a little bit biased in this as well, the UK is increasing the numbers of students year on year. Obviously, we had a bit of a funny period with COVID where a lot of people deferred. But the UK international student population has grown incredibly over the last decade. It's becoming an increasingly popular place to study. And I think what that says is that the tertiary education space, the university space is really welcoming to international students. It's catered very, very well for them. There will be lots of people from your countries here as well, so a great community for you, and that's really important as well to integrate with lots of different people, but also feel a little bit at home. So it is accessible, and I think it's also a really good value, because I think a UK university degree goes a long way around the world.
Right, right. And apart from that, of course, one need to consider all the courses in the university that they're offering. And right now, UK is offering much more to the international students. So definitely that does make a plus point for UK over here.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, you've already mentioned that it's very important and it's very boring task in UK to have to open a bank account. But why is it so important to have a bank account, a credit card for an international student before they land?
Yeah, so look, I think the obviously every country is different, but the UK increasingly is almost becoming a cashless society. People just don't carry money in their pockets anymore. Everybody, it's tap, go, using contactless cards. So as I said before, current accounts are really boring, but it's essential because it's almost your passport for your life. Everything is involved around money, about buying things, whether it's food, accommodation. So getting that sorted out before you arrive is really, really important. So you don't have to worry about it, and it's done. So look, you need to get it sorted out, get it done early. And that really enables you to be able to set things up. I think we're going to talk later about what are the restrictions, what are required. Getting a debit card is important. You can only have a UK debit card issued in the UK in your UK address, but we can get that sent to you as soon as we know where it is you're going to be. We can send it to you. But your account can be set up, and you can use your account to make transfers even before you arrive, whether it's setting up payments for things that you need to do already. But look, get it done early. You've got lots of other things to sort out, so don't waste time. Get this done now. Get it done.
Yeah, getting the it's all, the thing is early bird, early riser gets everything. It's actually true in every case. If you talk about, if you book early, if you do all your research early, you get the best deals and you get to know the in-depth information about that particular product. Now, you were already mentioning that how easy it is to have a Unizest account. Can you please compare this along with the traditional banking process, that how different Unizest is and how one can open a bank account or open a Unizest account with the app?
Yeah, sure. So look, I think the difference between a Unizest account and a traditional sort of high street bank account is that it's 100% digital. So everything is digital. The onboarding process is digital, and that means it can be done on your phone. So you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to take documents anywhere. It's all done from your phone. In terms of doing that, the app is really intuitive. It'll tell you what you need to do next. But also, because it's a bank, it's a current account. This is a regulated product. It's important that it's safe and secure. We need to go through some things to ensure that we know who you are, and that we can set up security for you to make sure it is secure going forward. So that includes taking a selfie, and I know you can all do that. You all do that all the time. But also taking a picture of your passport. We have some software in the background that validates that passport picture and your selfie is the same person, which is pretty smart. But then we also need to ensure that you have the right to live and work in the UK or study in the UK. So we need to upload your visa. Now, we've done some smart technologies, actually a first in the UK. When you get your visa for the UK to study, you'll be issued with what's called a share code. And you can get that. If you don't have it, you can get it on the UK government website. It's a 9-digit alphanumeric number. And you can just pop that on the onboarding process, and that confirms your legal status, your visa status. And that makes it a lot quicker to be able to go through the process. And that's really important because we want it to be easy for you to get your account, but it also needs to be secure and compliant as well. So we've done all that through the app to make it as easy as possible for you to do it, going through all that sort of rigorous compliance process as well to make sure that the account is secure. Everything happens in the app, and then the app, you can manage your account going forward. All your transactions are there. Anything you need to know about your money is just on your phone. And as I said, as soon as you arrive in the UK and you have your UK address, we'll send your debit MasterCard to your address. So that's all there for you.
Okay, so in very simple, plain language, everything is available on your phone. You just need to download the app and you have to upload a selfie along with the passport. These are the two documents that one need, right?
Absolutely. And we've made that really, really easy with University Living. So there will be a link within University Living. I don't know, maybe you'll have it in the description here or say it's here. And that will push you through to a landing page. All you need to put is your cell phone number in that on that page, and we'll send you immediately either via SMS or by WhatsApp so you can just download the app and then go straight into that onboarding process. So we want to make it as easy as possible, and University Living will make that easy for you as well by having that landing page within University Living.
Right, and thank you so much. And how long does it take to verify that picture in passport picture?
So what we do is, so the actual process, because we'll need, the process is not instant, because it'll take you maybe 5 minutes to go through that process, putting in your address, confirming that, so that will take a while. We then do a background check on to validate all those things. And typically it would take 12 hours to go through that process. So, apply it today, your account is ready the following day.
So 12 hours is actually a very quick time, definitely. Perfect. And
Yeah.
the debit card is delivered once they reach UK and they share their address with you.
When we have the UK address, we can only deliver that debit MasterCard to a UK address. So it'll be, as soon as we know what that address is, we can send that out.
Okay, so how one can use Unizest money account before they land or while they are on their way to UK, before they have entered the accommodation?
Yeah, so the account is live as soon as you've gone through that onboarding process. So you can load it with money, and you can make transfers from one account to another. So you can use it for that. Obviously, you don't have the debit card, so you can't use a debit card until you're in the UK. But you can absolutely use it to transfer money, to make payments that way.
Understood. Understood. And is there any kind of withdrawal limit?
Well, in terms of the limits, we have a £300 per day limit for ATMs, but no limit on how many transfers you make or how much money you can have in the account at any one time. But the only limit we have is in the amount of money you can withdraw from an ATM, and that's £300 per day. Understood.
Is there any kind of monthly service charge against the card or the service that is taken by the student?
Yeah, there is a £4.99 a month service charge for all active accounts, and active accounts are those that have that are being used and are active.
Okay. Now, once the student is there in UK and the students are going to party a lot, what happens if they lost this card? What happens then?
So that it's not a problem, but you should try not to do that. No, you should party hard. I'm not saying don't party hard, but don't lose your card. If you lose your card, you can reorder a card on the app, or you can phone our customer service. But the easiest way to do that is just go into the app, reorder a card. Now, there is a £10 service fee for reordering that card. So again, that's why it makes sense when you go out and partying, make sure you keep your card safe.
Yeah, otherwise you'll have to pay extra £10 for that.
Exactly. Well, it'll teach you a good lesson. You won't do it twice.
Right. Now, you mentioned this. There's one question that popped up into my mind. How long does it take to get the card delivered once the person is in UK and at the address?
Once in the UK, it's about 5 working days. It can be quicker than that, but we quote 5 working days.
Okay, 5 working days. Cool. Makes sense. Makes sense. Now we have almost done with the loss of card and everything. Is there a temporary limit that a parent can put to the card?
No, they can't. There's no limit on the card. It is it's the student's own personal account that they have, and again, that is so that's where there's no limits on how you can use the card.
Perfect. So this is all your money. You can just swipe in one go, or you can swipe in during the period of the whole month. Are there any offers available for the student on the users of card?
Offers? What do you mean by offers?
So, for example, if they're using Unizest at some shop or party and all that, yeah.
Yeah, so I understand what you mean. So we're always going to be looking for different partners that we can promote that we think will be useful. So, for example, we've got an offer on a discounted SIM card, UK SIM card. and also for an app called Trainline, which as the name suggests, it's about train transport around the UK. So yeah, absolutely, there are offers within the app that you can look for, which hopefully will save money. And over time, what we want to try and do is always sort of promote things to students that we think will be useful for them. We don't want to bombard people with offers that are going to be useless, but typically these will be things where you can save money, and that will be useful for your student life as well.
Right. So while spending, you can save the money as well. So it's a good deal, I'd say. Now,
I hope so. Yeah, we should do. And actually, we will always want to have the fact that you can save more money through the offers and services that we're providing than the service fees.
Right. Now, I have this question. There are a couple of other digital banks available in the market. How does Unizest differentiate itself from them?
Cool. So I think I'd say there's maybe three things. The first one being is that we're designed for you guys. We have absolutely built our proposition around international students and people coming to the UK. And that's really important, because the most important thing about that is that we want you as customers. And as I said before, there's actually limited choice in terms of other providers. As a result of that, that's why we've built in these processes of making it easy as possible for people to actually get the product and use the product. And then a third thing which we think is unique for us is that we've recently become accredited as a B Corp. Now, I'm not sure if you've heard about a B Corp. B stands for better, and it's an international movement around about trying to be better organizations and not just only being considerate about profit, but it's all about people and planet. So we're looking about creating sustainability in terms of our using biodegradable plastic and minimizing our footprint, but also being a good organization in terms of how we manage our people and how we respect our customers as well. And that has external accountability about how we manage our business. So I think how we are accountable to our values is also something which differentiates us in the marketplace as well. We're very pleased and proud to get that accreditation. It's taken about a 12-month period to get that accreditation, and we're really pleased about that.
I'm pretty sure it's actually much more than the 12 months, because it's a lot of hard work to ensure that you do not make such a huge carbon imprint and everything, so that there's an organization that is rewarding you for your good work. And values is something that is always cherished in South Asian culture, if we talk about. Now we're almost near the closing of our session, but still I have a couple of questions. Actually, I have many questions, but I'll limit it to a couple of questions. Now, what is the suggestion for students? How should they manage their finance? They go all gaga once they land in UK, and now they have their Unizest debit card. They'll just go and just shop and party. And then at the end, they'll know, oh shit, we have spent it too much.
So look, so you might, I understand what you're saying. And you might gather it's quite some time since I was a student. This is real gray hair. And I don't want to sound like I'm your dad. When I was a student, I did exactly that. I was rubbish at managing my money, and it could become stressful. So my little tip that I would give around managing your money is try and track what you're spending your money on. If you can write it down, the best thing to do, if you can do, is create a spreadsheet and work out what is the essential things that you're spending on, like food, transport, etc. And by doing that, you can track how much money your monthly outgoings are. And the good news, if you can do that and keep to that discipline, it allows you to budget for the things that are real fun, like visiting friends in different cities, traveling or partying, etc. But if you can just take a little bit of time every week just to look at what you're spending, and you can do that very easy in the Unizest app, because all your transactions will be there. You can just have a look at it, write it down somewhere, and just keep a track on what you're spending. And although it sounds incredibly dull thing to say, and I do sound like your dad, what that means, it'll reduce stress for you, which you don't want. And it'll also give you more freedom, because then you'll be able to say, okay, if I do this, that means I can spend this money on something really fun.
Right. I wish I had such app. Even seniors and my parents also suggested me to note down all the investments, but somehow I was very much keen into party, and today I regret. Don't be Shifali. Go ahead and record everything, and you have a good app for that. So don't miss on that. Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us. Before we close our session today, is there any 2 cents of wisdom that you want to share with the viewers?
2 cents of wisdom. Well, I'm not sure I'm very wise, but one thing I want to say to all guys coming to the UK is, firstly, well done. You've made an amazing choice, because you're just about to embark on a fantastic adventure. Obviously, you're coming here to study, but you're also here to learn. And I think learning is about experience. And the UK is I'm biased, I'm from here, but it is a fantastic country. And in fact, it's a fantastic 4 different countries, and there's so much to explore. So although you're here to study, work hard in your studies, but also go and experience the country that you're in. Like, I mean, Edinburgh, for example, if you're studying in England, go to Scotland and go to Edinburgh is the most beautiful city in Europe. It's incredible. Go to West Wales. The beaches there are just fantastic. There's so much to explore, so many different, in a small country, there's a lot of variety. So all I'd say is enjoy your experience as a whole. That's not just your study. Experience life when you're here. Travel and explore and have the time of your life.
Right, wonderful words. We have heard it many times, but today to signing very true. Enjoy the life, live the life. It's very
Absolutely.
important. There is a whole experience, because for what you guys are going, it's not just limited to party, it's not just limited to studies, it's not just limited to having a good job afterwards, but it is about getting that cross-culture experience, that global experience, that is the main key over here. That will make you learn more great skills in the matter. Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us. It was a wonderful conversation to have with you. And thank you again for doing this show with us. So on this note, we'll be closing our session, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you find it useful. Looking forward to seeing you guys next Friday, 5 p.m. on UL TV Student Diaries. Stay tuned to our social media channels. Thank you so much.